time, y'all. Time for Big Boys Boxing.
I would never let a white boy beat me. I would never let a white boy beat me. Possible opponent. Big right hand, he's out. And it's over. It's over, and it's going to be a knockout victory for Joe Smith.
Subscribe to BBBox. That's the one. Yeah. Good luck, brother.
Kia ora team, and welcome back to Big Boys Boxing. I'm Jono, your host. Fun fight alert! Fun fight alert! So in a couple of weeks, we have a matchup that I think is going to be really entertaining. It's between Arslanbek the Lion, Makmudov, and Ricardo Big 12 Brown. Many of you may not have heard of Ricardo Brown, but we'll get to that. This fight's going to be on the Mbili v Suleki card on the 27th of June in Quebec. So let's get into these fighters. So first, the Lion we know. Arslanbek the Lion Makmudov. He is 19-2. He has 18 knockout wins, and both of his losses were by stoppage. He is 35 years old, 6'5.5", basically 6'6", no registered reach. Now, his last fight was supposed to be kind of a get back fight into the rankings. He took on Guido Vianello, and he lost by stoppage in the 8th round of 10. Personally, I did pick Guido to win that. I thought he might outpoint Makmudov, but he managed to stop him. Well done, Guido. Now that fight is a big indicator to me of what level we're at. It was competitive, but Guido was just outboxing him all night, quite easily. Guido's pretty quick, and that's kind of Makmudov's kryptonite. The fight before that was the first recovery fight after another knockout loss. He fought Miljan Rovkanin. He beat him by stoppage in the 2nd round. Rovkanin's a journeyman type level guy, so expected that one. The fight before that was Ajit Kabayel. This was in Saudi, and he got stopped in 4 rounds, did Makmudov. It was vicious. The bodywork and the speed just killed him. Makmudov is far too clumsy to fight against a decent level boxer who has some speed and some durability. Prior to that, many saw this guy as the boogeyman. He comes forward and he just comes to knock you out. The fight before that, he fought Junior Anthony Wright. That was in Saudi as well, and that was a waste of time, really. He knocked out Junior Anthony Wright in the 1st round. Before that was Rafael Akbajuri, very tall, unbeaten African who was 15-0. But I've seen Akbajuri fight before. He sucks, and he got knocked out in the 2nd round. I think he's like 6'7" or 6'8", this Rafael Akbajuri. But it was what it was. Before that, Michelle Wallace, man. Before that, Carlos Takam. This is probably Makmudov's best win. So he managed to have Takam in trouble at times, but he went the distance. That's the only fight Makmudov's been in that's been the full distance. It was only 10 rounds though, not 12. Before that was Marius Wak, old ass journeyman. He got stopped in 6. He's durable, but he doesn't put out enough to give Makmudov any trouble. Before that was Erkin Tepa, has been drug cheap. Before that was Pavel Sauer. Now this is the only opponent these two have in common. And Makmudov knocked out Sauer in 1 round. Before that was Dylan Carmen. Before that was old as Samuel Peter. And before that, there's only one more name, Jonathan Rice. He beat by stoppage in 7. Just to note, this is the Jonathan Rice who used to fight on the back foot before he changed up his style and got more aggressive. I think if Makmudov and Rice fought now, it could be a very different story. But anything else on his record below that isn't worth mentioning. I know a couple of the names there, Jason Bergman, but yeah, nothing really to write home about. So for me, that Takam win, the loss to Guido Vianello, and the comparable fight with Pavel Sauer are the ones to look at. So that's Arslanbek Makmudov. So Ricardo Big 12 Brown. Interesting alias, since he's 12-0. He has 11 knockouts, no losses. He is 35 years old, 6'7.5", no registered reach, orthodox. Now, I haven't seen much of this guy. The only fight I've been able to find is his fight against Pavel Sauer that I've been able to watch. It's only a ringside camera, but this guy could be a bit of fun. Now, he generally comes in between 257 and 265, so for his size, that's a reasonable weight. He looks like a kind of athletic build, but his arms look really long. Now, his defense looks to be lacking to me. He fights with his hands quite low. He likes a jab and a straight right hand, and he loves a left hook by the looks of it as well. He doesn't seem to go to the body much. Maybe that's because of the level of opposition he's faced. If I go through his record, literally, I don't know most of them. I mean, Pavel Sauer, who he fought about 4 fights ago, he did manage to stop him in the second round. So, reasonably similar to Makmudov, who stopped him in the first round. However, he did put Pavel Sauer down in the first round. Sauer got up, managed to recover some between rounds, and then got stopped. So, yeah, it's hard to say what kind of fighter he is because I've only seen that one fight, but he doesn't look like a defensive genius, a guy who runs. He wants to come forward and throw straight punches, follow it up with a hook. He doesn't look like he's got extreme power, but it doesn't look like he hits with pillow fists either. So this could be very interesting. If he can box and stay out of trouble for the first couple of rounds against Makmudov, we could have a real fun fight develop. I have no doubt Makmudov's going to try and stop him in the first couple of rounds. That's just how he fights. But if he doesn't manage to do it, his gas tank empties pretty quick. And if this guy figures out to go to the body a little bit, it's going to empty even quicker. The question's going to be, can Ricardo Brown take care of Makmudov in the first couple of rounds? When I say take care, I mean survive. I think that's going to have to be his plan, but we shall see. Now, I can't really say too much about this fight because, like I said, I don't know too much about this Ricardo Brown, but to me it looks like it's going to be fun. Ricardo's got to try and last the first couple of rounds. I think if he gets past the first 2 or 3, he's got a good chance of stopping Makmudov later in the fight. The fight is going to be only 10 rounds, not 12. There's no belt on the line or anything like that. We'll see. Has Makmudov learned to pace himself, to try and take his time, not try and knock the guy out in the first round all the time? If he has, well, shit, we might actually see an improved Makmudov, but I haven't seen him improved. anything since he turned pro. He's the same old walking bully who's ready to be knocked out if he's met with somebody who can box and keep his opponent away for a few rounds. What's Ricardo got later on in the fight if it gets that far? Shit, I don't know. I'm not going to be gambling on this one, but I'll certainly be watching it. It is going to be the co-main event on that Mbili v Suleki card on the 27th. Let us know your opinion. What do you think might happen here? Do you know more about Ricardo Brown than I do? Let me know. That's all from me for now. I'm Jono from Big Boys Boxing. I will catch you in the next one. And I'm out. See you!